Alright guys, so we are checking on the status of this. It's nice and hard. It's actually kind of soft, so that's a little bit scary. We need to pop these out, and let's check out the other Hellboy Sculpt. And here it is. This one's a little bit harder than the other. I don't know what I'm doing, really. So you want to make sure that you probably follow instructions from somebody that's smart. I am not sure what I'm doing, so just be aware. So, but I'm actually surprised this is coming out. Okay, I'm going to rotate this. The silicone, by the way, that's the same silicone you would use for mold making, I believe, but this is what people use for houses. So we're going to remove all of this. Remember, we just put that because of the for it to not to leak. A little bit of an issue, but if I cram this scraper here, I do this. It is separating, but I don't want to damage anything. So let me see if I can use my hand at this point. There we go. Look at that. And that is the separation. Okay, let's put this in one side here. So that is our polyurethane, and that is our mother mold. That's way too big. You know, I should have been. Note to self, this is heavy. I mean, it's like one chunk of plaster. And also, we need to kind of indicate where the top is. So this has been curing for quite some time, so it really should be okay. So what I tend to do is just kind of make a cut like this so it's stronger. And polyurethane cuts well, cuts easy. So it's separating from... Okay, so I have... now I already have a little bit of a boo-boo here. It's a hole in the polyurethane. But I don't think... I think I can fix that as I... Okay, come on. There we go. I should have put mold release, but it is coming out fairly easy. I am just trying not to damage the shell. And that's it. I think we're... And that's it. Wow. And I think our sculpture is intact. I think the only thing that got damaged was here. But that's an intact relief sculpture. So that's kind of crazy. And then we have our polyurethane mold that we're going to clean up. But it looks already super clean. But that's kind of amazing. And you see here the silicone, the black silicone we used. We need to just kind of throw that out. So the only step now, guys, is cleaning up the polyurethane. But as you can tell on the table, we have our really large mother mold, and we have our rubber, and then we have our relief sculpture. So the next step, clean this up, and we can do a test. We can do a little bit of a test. Now here's an issue already. This has got a wall, and because it was so close to the wood, we might actually have to put like a piece of wood holding it so the plaster that we're going to use doesn't just start flowing out of the rubber. So I was thinking about making a mold right now, or a cast. So here's the mother mold, and the whole point of this is that you basically get to put the polyurethane like this on here, and it should fit fairly well. So, you know, it doesn't fit as well as I would have liked, but yeah, but it'll hold it, and we should be able to make a cast. But I'm going to let the polyurethane, now that I deshelled it, dry a little bit because it is very wet here. And the only reason is because it was, and the plaster itself was not dried as well as I'd like. So that is pretty much what demolding the mother mold is. So just for reference, I'm learning all of this as I go along, so I'm not an expert, but this is the mold. The process of doing this is mold making. This is the mother mold, the plaster part. There's many ways of making mother molds. This is just one way. This is probably a very stiff mold, but you can see on here I actually use burlap and plaster to make a very small mother mold, but this one's like one chunk of plaster. So it really depends on what kind of stuff you like. Alright guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.